let's get set up. We're doing glute hip bridges with the dumbbell, okay? So we're gonna lie down. I'm gonna grab a weight over here. So we're gonna set up in a sit-up position with the weight on the pelvic bones like this, okay? So 2 feet are down. And I'm gonna be driving my hips up, pushing through the ground, squeezing my glutes with the weight, okay? If you wanna be super advanced and you have heavy weights, you can actually take 2 weights and put them on the hip bones, okay? And drive up and squeeze up the glutes, okay? We'll be doing it on 2 feet, all right? So let's get set up, guys. Get ready, time to burn that booty, and go. So again, weight is on the pelvic bones, supporting it on the side. I am pushing through my heels, squeezing my glutes. Toes can be a little bit off the ground, coming back down, okay? You don't want to feel it in your lower back too much. You want to feel it through your hamstrings and your glutes. So I'm pushing through my heels, squeezing, peak contraction for 2, back down. Squeeze up, 1, 2, back down. Now, if you go up very quickly, like this, all right, you might feel your lower back and you might not feel the glutes. You want to not push the weight, you want to squeeze the weight. There's a big, big difference there. So I'm squeezing up, peak contraction, squeezing my butt hard for 2, control back down. Push through the heels, mind-muscle connection, squeeze your butt, push down. Your goal is to feel the muscle when you do glute work, okay? Or for some of you advanced people, you got the 2 weights on the pelvic bones, okay? You're squeezing up, peak contraction, and back down. Squeeze up, peak contraction, squeeze that butt, and back down. Good, guys, keep it up. We've got 20 seconds. Really squeezing the glutes. Again, guys, mind-muscle connection. The goal is not to do the movement. Most people have not learned this. Most people that have worked with trainers or gone to gyms, they just think I gotta get it done. Focus on what you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Good. Beautiful, guys. All right, good stuff. Glutes are on fire. Hamstrings should be activated. Again, you shouldn't have felt it too much in your lower back. If you do, what that tells me is that you have some pelvis orientation issues and potentially what's called glute amnesia. Glute amnesia is where you're not able to consciously recruit the glute muscles because there's a neurological disconnect there. Nothing's cut off, but the mental connection is not there. All right, okay, guys, now what we're gonna do a Renegade Row with a lateral shift. Okay, let me show you 2 versions of the movement. I'm gonna set up in a Renegade Row position, so push-up position with my feet nice and wide. All right, and what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go 1, 2, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it over, move my foot over, then go again, 1, 2, then I'm gonna go back with the feet, so on and so forth with a lateral shift, okay? For my beginners out there, you're gonna be on your knees, all right? You're gonna go 1, you're gonna go 2, you're gonna go on your toes, little shift over, back on the knees, 1, 2, on the toes, little shift over, so on and so forth. The shift just engages the core more. So let's get set up, guys. Let's get ready for that, and go. So again, Renegade Row, push-up position, abs are tight, wider stance with the legs, we pull towards the hip, abs are tight, we pull towards the hip, okay? Then we're gonna do a shift. We go dumbbell, dumbbell, foot, foot, and then we continue back and forth. My beginners, we do that from the knees. What's key with this one, guys, is you have to have a weight that's big enough to permit your wrist to be nice and strong and stable. You can do it with your hand on the weight as long as it doesn't cause you pain with your wrist, okay? You have to be careful. I don't know what kind of equipment you guys have at your place, but you do the best you can with what you have, all right? Keep going, guys, 15 seconds, keep everything tight. Focus on what you're doing is a good reminder to take with you whatever you're doing. Lisa, well said. Very well said. I believe training is a tool to prepare you for everything in your life. 3, 2, 1, and good. Beautiful. Great observation, Lisa. Absolutely. Focus is key. Most people don't achieve what they want in their life because they're not focused. Okay, we're going to sit down on the mat, guys. All right, with the dumbbell. On the note of focus, one of the expressions I love is clarity is power. when you're clear and you have a clear path, you can just execute and take care of business because you know where you're going, versus being at this fork in the road and not knowing what to do and being indecisive and being isolated and immobilized out of overwhelm. All right, guys, we're gonna take the weight. Okay, I'm gonna show you two versions. Feet are gonna be in the air. We're pushing up and down, back and forth. I'm not over rotating my spine. I'm just popping up to the sides. Okay, this really works the core, keeping the feet up. For my beginner people, your heels will be down, okay? You'll be doing the same thing, except your heels will be down. Always keep the chest up, abs are super tight. Let's get ready, guys, and go. For my advanced people, you're using more weight and you're going a bit faster. You can go higher and drop down, higher and drop down. Just keep those abs tight, guys. You have to keep them tight while breathing. Again, for my beginners, your heels are down. You're doing a smaller pop with the weight. Okay, you don't need much here. You don't need much, especially if the weight is heavier. Just keep your cores tight. Keep everything engaged, everything solid, everything strong. Come on, guys. Abs are tight. Everything solid. You're keeping it tight, but you're still breathing. Let's go, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Push, 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 push. Abs are tight. Keep those chests up. Again, going back and forth. There's not too much rotation here. The spine is not meant to rotate too much. It comes more from the hips a little bit. When we're swinging a golf club, it's from the hips. A lot of people don't get the power they want because they primarily swing from the spine. 3, 2, 1. Good. Beautiful, guys. All right, we're gonna be doing dumbbell jump squats. Okay, so we're gonna grab the weights. Let me demonstrate the technique. For my advanced people, you're gonna be using 2 weights because you're stronger and you wanna go heavier and harder. Okay, we're gonna be doing jump squats. All right, for my intermediate people, you're gonna come with 1 weight. Okay, elbows tucked in. See that alignment? I'm not like this, elbows under the weight. Okay, doing the jump squats. All right, if you can't do it with that, you'll just do body weight. And for my beginners out there, if you can't jump, instead of just doing regular squats, you can squat, go on the toes as you come up, on the toes, just to get a little bit of a hop, get some movement in there. All right, get set up, guys. Get ready, and go. So that's it, guys. Jumping with the weight, super soft landing. That's it. Power from the legs, chest is up, good alignment. Again, when you land, you're not smashing your foot into the ground, you're absorbing, right? I land, boom, I go into that position. I absorb the force like a spring contracting, and as the spring contracts, there's potential energy. As I absorb the force, boom, I have the energy to jump back up, right? So I'm generating that potential energy and the spring-like compression of the muscles, and then I'm springing back into action and popping up. But it's a very delicate, smooth movement where you land softly, jump. It's very fluid. Let's go, guys. Push, 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 push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Beautiful, guys. Awesome. You're freaking amazing. 4th exercise of the first round of the first circuit. We are going back into the glutes. Let's get those mats down. You guys right now should be breathing hard, sweating, schwitzing, all that good stuff. That's normal. Let's lie down, not to sleep, to keep working. So lie down on your back, guys. Get set up, my beautiful people, and go. So again, weight is on the hips, okay? I'm driving up through the heels. You can lift your toes up, okay? Squeezing the glutes and back down, all right? Squeezing up, peak contraction, squeeze your butt hard for 2, then back down. You really want to feel the mind-muscle connection. Don't just go through the motion. Know where your strength is coming from. Focus on pushing through the heels, squeezing up, peak contraction, like your glutes are super tight for 2, then back down. Do 1 at a time. Don't think of it as, oh, I just got to get it done. Again, consciously focus on the muscle. For my more advanced people, you can grab another weight right on your hip bones. Okay, again, you don't want to jam your hips up. Squeeze your hips up. Okay, for some of you, I'll give you a little tip. All right, for some of you, okay, even though the head is down, it depends on your posture. For some of you, squeezing up and tucking your chin down as you come up can help you get a peak contraction in the glutes. Again, be careful with your neck, but if I tuck my chin down, it facilitates doing what's called a posterior pelvic tilt, giving me more of a contraction in the glutes, okay? These are all the tips and tricks that I've learned over 15 years. All the magical stuff in my coaching practice. Almost there, guys. 6, 5, squeeze the glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful.